Hi, everybody. I don't know why Kelsey's laughing this time because I didn't do any kind of weird shit at the beginning of this, unlike normal. I was literally like partially trying to read a message that came in.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
No, I don't I don't fucking know. So yeah, hey everybody.
Hello.
I'm Johnny? Question mark? Exclamation point.
It's like, and I'm Kelsey. And welcome to the
Amperstamp.
and welcome to our last episode in our chakra series that we're doing. So this will be me. So we're going to be talking about the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the third eye chakra. Before we get into that, how are you?
I'm all right. I am woken up now, mostly coherent.
Mm-hmm.
Angrily shaking my fist at the thing called the sun because
dude,
I don't know. I'm just angrily shaking my fist at the thing called the sun. I think I came to a realization recently. So I've known for a thing that there's like seasonal depression. Apparently there's a thing called reverse seasonal depression, which I think I may have because my body hates it when there's bright lights and I prefer dark and gloomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just always thought it was because I was a lot Scottish.
Mm-mm.
And it's always cloudy over there. But I mean, they two aren't necessarily mutually exclusive, but apparently that's a thing.
Yeah.
So I think I just hate the sun, naturally.
Mm-hmm. I totally do. You've been in my house.
Anywho,
my house is naturally just dark all the time, and having blue eyes, I am sensitive to the sun, and I would much rather it be dark and disgusting outside than it bright and sunny because that shit hurts my eyeballs.
Here. Nobody likes their balls hurting.
No matter where they are.
Exactly. Whether they're inside, outside, or you're seeing balls.
Yep. It don't matter. Well,
for those of you who didn't pick it up, the inside balls are the ovaries.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Fully got that. I fully got that.
So anyways, hey, you're talking about the last three chakras.
So the majority of this info I got is from a website called chakras.info. She's got, like, you can take a chakra test and just a whole bunch of stuff. It was the best place that I could find all the information all in one place. Because every website is pretty much the same. So yeah. Oh, and I took a couple different chakra tests. One told me that my heart chakra was the only one that was blocked, and then I took another one that said that they were all wide open and I was perfectly fine. So not real sure. I just took it for shits.
I've known you for like 10, 11 years now. I would not say you were perfectly fine in any way, shape, or form. You got problems, sister. You got problems.
I know. I was having this conversation with someone at work, because we were just venting about the kids that we work with, and I'm just like, everyone's got trauma. Everyone's got issues. It's just how well you deal with said issues. Like, don't bring your drama to work. And it's funny because she's one of them that brings it to work. But she's getting better, so I don't know what the fuck's happening there. But yeah, so we will begin with the heart chakra. So this is your fourth primary chakra. In Sanskrit, it means sound produced without touching two parts. So I just envision like magnets that like get real close to touching but don't actually touch. It also can mean pure, clean, or stainless. It signifies a state of freshness that appears when we are able to become detached and to look at the different and apparently contradictory experience in life with a state of openness. This chakra is obviously located on the spine. It's not actually like on your heart. it's going to be the middle of your chest. So it's not, and I've noticed that I was reading the location of all three of these. It's like the bottom, like your throat chakra is like kind of where your spine meets like the bottom of your neck and goes like up. Like, so it's like a weird thing I was kind of figuring out. But yeah, it's going to be just below the heart in your actual middle of your chest. This is represented by a 12 petal lotus flower, and in the side it's going to be kind of a little bit smoky, but it's going to have your two triangles where one's upside down, and that will represent male and female. The color for this chakra is green, and the element is air. So this rules over the thymus gland, which is responsible for hormone production and help regulating your immune system. But also because of its location, it's also associated with the your cardiac, your heart, and your lungs. The main meanings and functions associated with your heart chakra are obviously love for others and yourself, relationships, relating to others, compassion, empathy, forgiveness and acceptance, transforming and change, the ability to grieve and reach peace, compassion, but also being aware. When your heart chakra is open, you're going to feel deeply connected to yourself and those around you. And there'll be an kind of like an equal exchange. Because I feel like I look like an evil villain with that light on now. Sorry.
You mean you're not an evil demon?
I'm not an evil demon. Well, like, you can see it, but like my lamp is like right there. So it's my little it's my little touch dragon lamp that I have. And then you also have an appreciation for beauty. However, if your heart chakra is blocked, you might experience difficulties relating to other people. You get jealous. There's a codependency with other people, especially if you're in a really close relationship with someone or like romantically involved. You kind of close down and you're withdrawn. So, yeah. And this, okay, I like wrote this weird. So the psychological things that your heart chakra is associated to. So this is going to be if it is open. These are kind of the physical signs that you can see if your heart chakra is open. So you have a bigger capacity to love. You're going to integrate the relationship between earthly and spiritual type things. You're transcending your personal identity and you're kind of possibly letting go of your ego. You get to experience unconditional love in your connection to all. You appreciate the beauty in all of the things, and you start to experience deep and meaningful relationships. So basically, the heart chakra is kind of connecting. You're connecting to everyone around you and in your relationships, but also you're connecting to yourself, because there's always that saying that you can't truly love somebody else if you don't love yourself. I think that's wrong in a lot of ways, because I think sometimes you meet the right people that show you how to love yourself, but that's a conversation for another day. Like, I think...
No, I agree.
I think...
Just because you don't love yourself doesn't mean you're unworthy of love. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like that saying. I think that you meet the right people that show you how to love yourself if you don't already do. Like, yeah.
The same people who believe that are the ones that are saying, well, if you're depressed, you should just try being happy.
Yeah, no. That's not how this works.
It doesn't fucking work that way.
It doesn't work that way. It's not how the brain works. Not how it works. No, I lost my place. So yeah, so it's the equilibrium of your relationship. So you are also, if you're a giving person, you're learning how to receive that love back. Or if you're constantly receiving, you learn how to give the same energy to other people. It's about making the relationship even, that exchange of energy even, as much as you can get it. I know that not all relationships are going to be 50-50, and that's what I also hate, is there's a lot of misconception of every relationship's going to be 50-50. That's not always the case. But if you're constantly giving to somebody else and they're not giving it back, look at it. Look at that relationship specifically. But like,
Well, relationships shouldn't be 50-50. They should be
no.
100, and
Yeah.
that 100 is the 100% you're able to give at that time.
Yes. Because like, I know that when I have a really bad migraine, I'm not up to 100%. But you know what? My husband is going to take care of me. And I know he will. Because when he's sick and he doesn't feel good, I got it. I got you. Like, it's not always going to be that way. And that's the one thing I was reading with this heart chakra, is you're going to start balancing out your relationships. And if they're very one-sided, it's time for you to kind of reevaluate type thing. So the signs that your heart chakra is imbalanced: you get overly defensive, you feel closed down, there's jealousy, a fear of intimacy, there's a codependency, so you rely on other people's approval and attention, and you want to get that at any cost. You're constantly approval seeking and validating. You want validation from the other people around you. You always put oneself in a role as the savior or a rescuer. So this is like that hero complex. My dad and I have this, where you want to swoop in and save the day, and you can't do that to everybody. I had to learn that not all people want to be rescued, and some people just don't want to save themselves, and you just kind of have to walk away from that self-destruction. Excessive isolation, being reclusive and antisocial. That's one thing I'm going to pause about. Not everyone who's being reclusive has a blocked heart chakra. There are some people, like Johnny and myself, that need time away from people to recharge our batteries. We're not being antisocial. And there are people like that, especially now that we're going into the holiday season, need a little bit more time to themselves because of the season. Like, it's not.
And people need it for different reasons.
Yeah.
It's not always one thing or another.
Yeah. So that's one of the ones that I was kind of like, I don't know if that's fully a heart chakra thing, because like when it becomes like around the anniversary of like my grandma passing, I want a little bit more isolation. I want to be kind of by myself. It's like my chakra. It's nothing to do with my chakra. You hold grudges. You're not able to forgive. And on a physical level, it might manifest as respiratory ailments, so like bronchitis or lung infections, or circulatory or heart-related issues. It's possibly how it might manifest, because there is the theory that our body holds our trauma. So yeah, that is the heart chakra. So now on to the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is the 5th primary chakra. It's going to be located obviously in your throat area, but it's kind of like towards the bottom of your throat, kind of going up towards the back of your neck. The color for this is like a blue turquoise or an aquamarine blue. The website that I found all this stuff on, she even goes into like the aura color, which is kind of cool. But this chakra is related to sound because obviously it is your throat. So because that's how you talk, and that's you've got your vocal cords and stuff. So this is mainly going to be about like communication and expression. This chakra is 16 petals, and it's kind of sometimes in certain places it's got like a white kind of center with like the smoky purple, but I was just mainly finding it as like a 16 flower lotus type thing. So this one's known as the purification center, which I thought was weird. But it's driven by the principle of expression and communication. It is associated with higher discrimination and is associated with creativity and self-expression.
Higher discrimination?
Yeah, I don't think that's right though. But when this is closed, a person kind of undergoes like decay, and not necessarily death, but death to things around them, or maybe death within themselves because they're not speaking up for themselves. When this chakra is open, you tend to have your negative experience, you kind of turn into like a positive thing of like, this is a lesson, this is what it's teaching me, type thing. And because the throat chakra rules over kind of what's in your throat. So you've got your mouth, your jaw, your tongue, your palate, your pharynx. But it's also linked to your shoulders, your upper shoulders, and the bottom part of your neck. The gland associated with is going to be your thyroid, because your thyroid is in your neck. And the thyroid is a major gland in the body. It helps with your metabolism, your body temperature, all that sort of stuff. Physical or behavioral things associated with the chakra, if it is open, you have a good sense of timing. You are realizing your purpose. You have a propensity to create and bring your thoughts into reality. This is also, I was seeing, it's also connected to the spiritual realm, but I thought kind of like the third eye and the crown are mainly associated with the spirit realm. So I don't understand why the throat one. Maybe it's because it gives voice to the other side, maybe. But you're communicating very effectively, and you're able to express yourself truthfully. You're able to be your true self and say what's on your mind, and know that you're not going to be reprimanded for what you're saying. Because this is your throat chakra. This is how you express yourself. And this is how you are creative. It is sometimes seen as the bottleneck because it's the smallest part on your body and it opens to the rest of your chakras. When the throat chakra is in balance, you will not be able to speak your mind, or you're going to say inappropriate things but define inappropriate, or you like babble on, you just ramble on even though no one's listening. You're not able to listen to others. You have a fear of speaking your truth. You're very small. You're not able to keep your word. You're constantly lying. You're shy, which I don't. Some people are just shy. But you're not able to connect to your purpose in life. This might manifest as thyroid problems, a sore throat, mouth ulcers, neck ache, anything to do with your ears, so like an earache. It will also be like dishonesty, and you're insensitive. You can't express what's in your mind, or compulsive talking. which I was like, some people just like to talk. So now
Well, there's a difference between being verbose and being just word vomiting constantly.
yeah, like trauma dumping on people. So true. Okay. And the last one, your third eye chakra. So this is going to be your sixth primary chakra. It signifies your unconscious mind. So this is going to be located not in the middle of your forehead. It's actually going to be located in between your eyebrows. Like if you had a unibrow, where they would connect. Like right there. You had unibrow, that's where it would be. So this is the center of intuition and foresight. The function of your third eye is to basically be open and be imaginative. It is related to the supreme element because it's a combination of all the elements together. In yogic metaphysics, the third eye is the center where we transcend duality, the duality of a personal I, separate from the rest of the world, of a personality that exists interdependently from everything else. So it's when your I kind of becomes we, maybe. This is mostly represented by the color purple or kind of like an indigo. It is I could not find what this looked like how many petals this was. That's the one thing her website did not tell me was
It's like 1,000
yeah, I was like,
billion.
I know it's a big lotus flower. But
yeah, I think it's like 1,000.
I was like, yeah, because the picture she showed was just 2 petals with the circle in the middle and then an upside down triangle. So I'm like, that's not right. I know enough to know that's not right.
Well, actually,
like,
it might be. So I actually have some chakra stones that are supposed to like help align your chakras, and I'm gonna get some. I'll send you some pictures of those.
Yeah.
So you can post them. Let me go grab them.
No, you're cool.
So it's got the actual like symbol.
Oh, okay.
Symbols of the chakras.
Okay, I'm going to continue. So this is associated with the pineal gland, and is in charge of regulating biorhythms, which include sleep and wake time. The gland is located in the brain. That is the center of attention because of its relationship with the perception and effect of light and altered or mystical states of consciousness. It's positioned close to the optical nerve and, as such, sensitive to visual stimulations and changes in light. Back it up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
So, yeah. So I've got.
Okay. Oh, they've all got stuff on them. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me a picture of that and I'll post it. So, things physical or behavioral things associated with an open third eye. You might have visions, and these visions might not always be super crystal clear. They might be a little blurry. Your intuition's pretty spot on. Perception of subtle dimensions and movement of energy. You might all of a sudden have a new clairvoyance ability. You connect to wisdom and insight. You are more motivated to be creative, whatever that means. Awakening your third eye allows you to open up to intuitive sensibility and inner perception, so that you're going to be a little bit more aware of the other realms that are going to be around you. And like I said, it might not always be crystal clear in the movement of these realms. It might be a little bit blurry. Some visions are not always clear. If your third eye is imbalanced, you might feel stuck in your daily grind without being able to look beyond your problems. An overactive third eye chakra without the support from the rest of the chakra system might manifest as fantasies that appear more real than reality. Not being able to distinguish a vision for oneself and realize it, rejection of everything spiritual and beyond the usual, not being able to see the greater picture, a lack of clarity, because this is one of the major chakras that allows you to connect to the spiritual realm and all the other realms. Um, if it is blocked or unbalanced, you might have insomnia, high blood pressure, sciatica, depression, anxiety, and migraines. That's what, like, I took that test. It said everything is open, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure my third eye is off.
I don't know, bud.
I was like, I'm pretty sure my third eye's off because I was up at 2 this morning, and yeah. Essential oils that you can use to kind of balance your third eye chakra: marjoram, frankincense, juniper, clairsy sage, rosemary, and sandalwood. It's actually funny because I use the majority of those almost every day, and I actually just started putting it on my face as part of my skincare routine. And then some crystals that'll kind of help: amethyst, lapis lazuli, purple fluorite, moonstone, and quartz, regular clear quartz. But I feel like clear quartz is kind of the catch-all. You can kind of use it for a lot of them. But yeah, so that is the last of our chakras. Are you ready to do our tarot?
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So we were talking about this beforehand. So I have the Nightmare Before Christmas deck by I don't know who, and I just realized, I was waiting for him to get on. I just realized there's a QR code on the back that you can download all the books, all the tarot decks, the books for all the tarot decks that this company offers. So I'm gonna read 2 different things because I'm gonna read what's part of their guidebook and then what's part of my book. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I was like, what did you send me? I'm a hot mess. Okay. So I pulled the. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. I pulled the Ace of Wands. They have a steampunk tarot deck.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Okay. So the Ace of Candles, which is what it's in my deck. And I pulled it upright. So the Ace of Candles is full of inspired, creative energy. Your ideas are on fire. Now it's the perfect time to start a new project. Big opportunities are coming your way. Embrace them with positivity and enthusiasm. Who knows how far they could take you. And then I forget what app this is. Lady Thynos is the app that I use. So they write, to hold the Ace of Wands in your hand is to hold raw potential. There is much this wand can do for you, for it unlocks all possibilities for those who hold it. But to give it your will form, you must put in the effort. To manifest creation, this wand will also require of it the other suits, the cups, swords, and the pentacles. The fire within the wand is restless. It requires the wielder to both feed it and also control it. The flame that is also this wand's element. It's the spark of all creation. If it is taken away from you, you will be left with coldness and a lack of drive or motivation. To see it in the cards is to feel within you the strings of a new inspiration of life and desire. How will you use it is up to you. I seize today's energy to create my own vision. Huh. All fire zodiac signs is a fire card. What'd you pull?
I pulled one of those that has like 17 names, depending on the deck.
Solid.
So I pulled the Prince of Swords, also known as the Page of Swords, and sometimes the Knight of Swords. So, I'm dying here. As with all knights of the tarot deck, the Knight of Swords is a man or woman on a mission. Once they have their mindset on something, nothing is stopping them. And as the sword card, the knight actively uses the power of intellect to achieve their goals. When the Knight of Swords appears in a tarot reading, it is a sign that you are highly driven, ambitious, and action-oriented. You are so highly motivated to succeed that you will stop at nothing to pursue your dreams. The challenges, difficulties, and obstacles on the path ahead don't faze you because you know what you where you want to go. Move forward with sheer strength and determination to make things happen.
Okay.
So, in other words, use your knowledge or make your knowledge useful to you to move forward, push forward, and to be set on your goals.
Yep.
What do you think they mean together?
That the idea that you've had in your brain for a minute, or the project that you've kind of been slowly doing, roll with your creativeness. That motivate, you've got the motivation. Just unlock it. Just keep rolling with it. Don't let it become stagnant.
Yeah, you know what you want to do,
Yeah.
and you know where you want to go, so do that project.
Yep.
You know, I know I'm a great one for starting projects and not finishing them, or forgetting about them because I started something new and then getting back to it and be like, what the fuck was I even doing? But just try and focus on what you want to do or what you should be doing, and give into that, and just plow through it.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Write that book. Make that art piece.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Remodel your house.
No. We just got done doing that. No. I'm
not speaking specifically.
No, I'm not.
I am speaking to.
Yeah, I know you're speaking to everybody else. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
If you've got a thing, that you're inspired to do, and you know what you're doing, do it. If you don't know what you're doing, then look into how to do it.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Figure out how to be your best you, and use your best you in that endeavor. Even if you don't like your best you, do it anyways.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
In the famous words of a 3-foot tall green puppet, do or do not, there is no try.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Thank you, Yoda. Is it bad? So I immediately thought of Kermit the Frog. Is that bad?
Well, so here's the thing. Though.
I immediately thought of Kermit the Frog.
So here's the thing with that. Fun nerdy fact here, because I'm gonna do this. So the Jim Henson Company actually made the puppet for Yoda.
What? That's cool.
Yeah, and then the original Yoda, the Jim Henson Company actually did it, and then I believe, who was it?
That's
my brain's going blank on his name.
That's fantastic.
My internet's being stupid today. Yeah, it was Frank Oz. So Frank Oz originally did the voice of Yoda.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Frank Oz was basically Jim Henson's best friend.
Yep. Yeah.
The amount of characters that he's
played
done
yeah.
on like the Muppet Show and Sesame Street is ridiculous. So I mean, it's totally understandable that you went with Kermit.
I thought of Kermit the Frog and not Yoda.
I mean, he was obviously Yoda. He Little Shop of Horrors, Dark Crystal, a bunch of different Muppet things. Like Frank Oz is. Let's pull up his IMDb.
I forgot I had my heater running the whole time.
Getting a little toasty?
No, I have it set all the way down. So, no.
Yeah, so Frank Oz is Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear. Yeah. Of course, Yoda, Cookie Monster.
Mr. Cookie. I sing that song all the time.
Grover.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Bert.
Okay.
Like I said, he's done so many freaking voices and like with different puppets and stuff. So it makes sense that that's where your brain would go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. All right. I think that's all we have for this one.
Yeah. So that's the Chakras, guys.
Yeah.
Tune in next time next time we've got a review episode. So tune in. While you're tuning in, tune in time after next.
Yeah.
Where we'll be talking about chakras. Or not chakras. We're talking about crystals.
We're done with chakras. What are you doing?
Look, if we don't talk about chakras at some point during that,
oh yeah, we're gonna talk about like good crystals for each chakra, because each crystal kind of governs a certain part of your body in a certain system for your body. That's why I saw it appropriate to do crystals after chakras, because they feel like they go hand in hand. And a lot of Reiki healers will use crystals to realign your chakras. So,
and if you're curious, the best best crystal to realign someone else's chakra is any of them if you throw it hard.
That's what you that's what you say.
But yeah,
anything can be a weapon if you throw it hard enough.
Like, rate, review, subscribe.
Please tell a friend. If you have a book recommendation or a topic recommendation, you can email us at thewaywardragons@gmail.com.
And if it's your book and you want us to review it, hey, send that to us.
Yeah.
If it's like some kind of like, epic fantasy or anything like that, send it to me. If it's gross, dirty, weird smut, send it to Kelsey. I don't know.
Yes. Yes. Because that's what I read. Oh God, I hate you so much some days.
I hate myself too. It's okay. I had a guy that told me one time, the guy I worked with told me that he hated me, and I'm like, not as much as I hate myself, buddy.
Yeah.
And he was like completely mortified and wasn't sure if I was being serious or not. Oh, it's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, I get to see his face.
So yeah.
Yeah. So until next time,
I'm Johnny.
I'm Kelsey. Bye.
Bye.